Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Let's have a look at latest update on Treehouse protocol. So token launched back on July 29th as you can see here, and after a launch it saw a massive crash. So since the dust has settled down, I thought I should take a look at it and where the token could be headed as of now. So let's try to look at the token. First of all, we'll look at what is going on with the token. After that, we'll talk about its price, and I will also be talking about potential price target for this cycle, like for this all season that we are in for the tree as well. So now let's get it started. Of course, we'll start with the blog. Basically, they actually ended up announcing Go Nuts Season 2, weekly quest, and stages of the tree. Beside that, they don't have anything that big as you can see here. They actually ended up joining Coindex and Dices, and after that, they launched their token and nothing else going on here. Now, if you look at their X or their Twitter, they actually posted this: what do you believe in? Some believe in numbers, others in luck. In the forest, you believe shapes reality. So they actually had this some kind of, is this an event or something like that? I'm not sure, but they had this. After that, they had a guy coming up saying that he actually did analysis on the treehouse, something like that. And after that, we have BitGP Vietnam actually ended up announcing a giveaway for the treehouse. Pretty good, I would say. After that, we have like this, which is weekly quest update, as you can see, and they also had now weekly quest stake into the ETH as well, and they actually posted this on July 29th, as you can see here. And after that, their T assets are now leveling up, so they are working on something. It says that something huge is brewing for T assets. 500 million TVL, 60k T assets plus holders live across 3 chains. I would say that's pretty good, and it seems like that they are planning to expand them. So I think this could be a big thing for the treehouse. So that this should, I think, impact treehouse or the tree token in general. So let's see what happens. After that, they have the tree token powering the treehouse. That's pretty good, I would say. So the main narrative that they are going with is that the token powering the fixed income. So the DeFi usually has a variable API where the API varies, but what they are going with is the fixed income or the fixed API. Now they got actually listed on BitHub. This was pretty big one, and as of now I'm not sure if the token got listed on Upbit or not. So let's see. If it is available on the Upbit, that could be big, because the Upbit are usually one of the biggest, I would say, market movers when it comes to a token like these, token with a relatively low market cap. But it's not available on Upbit since it's found its way towards BitHub. There's a big possibility that it could actually find its way to Upbit as well. And if it gets listed on the Upbit, I think that things could be really interesting, because whenever the token gets listed on the Upbit, it usually sees a massive price pump. So if it gets listed on the Upbit, I would be looking at, I think, potentially like over 100% gain or even over 200% gain in just a small span of time. And recently that happened with IP, and we also had proof launching on Upbit. So I think if Treehouse gets listed on the Upbit, things could actually turn out to be really good for the token. Anyways, now moving on to the last thing before we talk about the price would be the TVL. So right after the airdrop launch, it saw a massive, you can say, crash in TVL. So it actually went from 577 million to as low as 474. So that was like over 100 million TVL loss. but after that it basically started to go up again. So these were some of the airdroppers that basically just went and got their exit, and because of that the price had a massive crash as well. So now I think since its TVL has started to recover, I think there's a pretty good chance that the token itself will most likely end up recovering as well. So as of now, I'm looking at this trend line, which seems to be really good trend line, as you can see here. Even if the tree does go down, I would be looking at a retest of around 39 to 40 cent. That is a pretty good entry, I would say, for this coin as of now. And if the momentum continues, and if it continues to go up as it is doing, I'm expecting a pretty big or a huge breakout from here. So if we look here, I think it is trying to make a pretty good setup. So if it successfully breaks out from here, like we are looking at a level of 44 cent, and if it breaks out, I would be looking at a surge like SIS 50 cent. So my first target for this token as of now would be 50 cent. I'm talking about this cycle. So again, as of now the Ethereum is going up, and if we do see alts going up, and especially if the tree starts to go up, I would be looking at the first target would be around 51 cent, and if the hype continues to go up, I would be looking at like 60 cent, and if it get listed on the up bit, I would be looking at least a price increase SIS 80 cent or even higher than that. Again, in the long term, this coin does have its own problems. For example, one would be stockonomics. If you look at its supply, it has a max supply of like 1 billion, out of which 156 million is in the circulation. But after 6 months, they have a massive unlock, so that I think is pretty bad. So from December or from Jan of 2026, there will be massive sell pressure that will be from the investors, core contributors, and from the others. So if you are planning to hold this coin for long term, I think the max you can do is most probably like till December. After the December, there will be a lot of sell pressure, so we are not talking about that. So what we're talking about for like 1 to 2 months as of now, if the market remains stable. So if it breaks out from here, and it seems like that it is trying to break out, I'm looking at like around 50 cent, and if the hype continues, and if it sees more exchange listings, I think it could actually go as high as like especially if it sees like let's say that it gets listed on the bit, I would be looking at least a surge as high as 60 cent, or even like as high as I think 80 cent is a possibility. Since it doesn't have that much market cap, and its TVL is going up, I think we can expect a recovery from this token as of now. Anyways, this was it. I hope you liked the video. I will be back with more. Thanks for watching.